bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the New York Giants and our home team. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete to open things up. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Nash. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Across the 43, extra yards to the 43. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. But he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And the Giants send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is taken around the 12. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back to throw now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 41. They're going to look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Aftershocks are on the board here first in the season opener. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a first and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Now back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, when we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether it's seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
The lessons will continue for this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And New York set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 45 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Nash. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Now for the point after. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's Here's 2nd and 8. Looking middle, and that's complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
This is caught at the 20. It's a big play there. 49 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. These two teams all tied after 1. Set for the second quarter. San Diego in possession of the football. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Giants.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Complete to number 88.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Complete to number 88.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Now, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will knot us up at 10. So it was 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. But I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us? Let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely, no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2nd and 11. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. Another completion there. We think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
Flushed out right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the Giants send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schmidt. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Aftershocks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's a give up the middle. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Schmidt. And out across midfield down to the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. The Niners with an ideal start as they move to 1-0 in front of their home faithful. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. The Jags with the best possible start to their season, a road victory in the opener. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Giants. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, on the other side, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week one. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Schmidt. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yard.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this one is right through. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. There they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Giants first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. 2nd and 9 now. Over the middle, it's complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt. And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Yeah. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
2nd and 13. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They're going to look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
There's a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. And it's caught. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now out come the Giants. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Giants on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And they'll run again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. Countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and as a result, possession switches hands. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Schmidt. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Schmidt. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They're looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schmidt. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he's shown a lot of poise throughout and made some nice plays.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Aftershocks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And that is caught. But and now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive goes 8 plays. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Well, partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation, a fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the home team here, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.